Right, let's see what's going on then. There is everything. So, Jello, good evening and welcome back. Yes, it has been a while since I've done one of these, and yes, I am now starting to feel much better. It's been a while, and as you know, I've been unwell, been stuck in bed, and I've actually had like my head under so much pillows and covers and everything else. I just had to like rest because it's just been an absolute nightmare. But while we are waiting, I'm just trying to find out where my link's gone, because my link's just gone missing. But I will get to everything in a moment. Where is it? There it is. So let's go ahead and say a Jello all in the chat. So there we go, Jello all. There we go. I've still got to try to sort out what's going on, because I am actually missing some links from it. So I was going to put some additional links in, but we seem to be missing them. But we'll get them all on there through soon and see how things turn out. So what's going on here then? Here we go. Alright, so that's fine. That's now out. Let's go ahead and grab the actual stream. So yes, just go ahead and stick the links in the chat as well. But yeah, don't forget to come say hi in the chat. It's obviously be appreciated, and I'll know that you're here. All we've got to do is say hi Spoon, and we are good to go. Alright, so what's happened here then? It's just gone pear-shaped. Right. So while we're waiting, why don't you head over to, what's the first one? Our Discord, and have a read of the rules there. Once you're happy, you type in the command and then you are good to go. We also have our Facebook account, where we obviously put those posts out, and we also chat. If you do come find us on the Facebook, don't forget you can drop us a message, say who you are, where you're coming from, and then we'll obviously accept you that way. We have a link to the Fiverr source, you can go and purchase some merchandise. We have our Instagram, and yes, with the Instagram you click on the photos and there's links to all the videos. We also have our Twitch, so if you're watching this back on another channel, come over to our Twitch channel and take part in our 200 competition, because as soon as we hit 200 members we are then spinning the wheel and finding out who our lucky winner is. On top of that, we have Twitter, so hit us up on Twitter, hit the retweet, and you'll certainly get yourself mentioned on here for being a retweeter. So while that's going on, I got rid of you a number of times. Tell you later. So right, there we go. So yeah, hit the retweet and you'll get shouted out on here. We also have a family-friendly YouTube channel where we are currently playing a Lego Dimensions, Lego Star Wars 2. We are still trying to get our Minecraft up and going. Just got to find a nice world to go on. We also have some other friendly games coming soon. And if you want to watch this back again later, you can find us on the YouTube adult account, where it's the After Hours. And with that, you've got a chance to see us build other things like the Titanic, obviously the Stobart. We are helping Wabbit with her doll's house, and we also have the Lego child, also known as a Baby Yoda. So there we go with that. So yes, come hit us up on all the social media accounts and video accounts and all that, and we should be good enough to go. So let's see if I can find. Yes, let's see if I can find the tweet. Is that it? Is that the one? It looks like it. Right, yeah, it looks like it. So yeah, I'll leave it a little longer and then we'll go ahead and do the retweet. So let's see how things are. Right. Hi Roy, how you doing? Hi there Claire, how you doing? we'll do a quick recap of where we are with all the issues of was it 1 to 16. We do have to do a slight amendment because we was missing a piece. We've now actually got the piece, and we'll get that fitted. I better get the screws to it as well, if I can remember which screws they were. But we should be good enough to go, and I think that was issue number 14 where we had that problem. So we'll get things cracking very soon. Right, let's see what's going on. There you go, goodbye to you, a bit of spam. Alright, what's next then? No. So yeah, we've got one of them troll spam bots going. We should be good enough to go. Yeah, so yeah, everyone seems to be quite quiet tonight. So if you do miss the links at any time, don't worry, because you can go ahead into the description of the YouTube video and you can find them there. I don't know what's going on here, but we'll soon find out what's happening. Hi Webby, how you doing? Alright, we'll get things sorted out soon anyway for you. So I think they were PBs. PBs were DPs. That's 5s. I think that's 4s. 2. DP4. Oh dear. I'm not even sure which screws they should have been. DP1, too small. Come in. They seem to be too small. Ooh. Not 100% sure which screws they should have been. Alright, let's have a quick look in the book, and I will then grab the retweets. So let's see what's going on. Nope, I know what to do. I'll have a quick look at this thing here and it should be good to go. Right, so we have can't see. I'm going blind. I'll read backwards. DP. Oh, yeah, come on. Let's see if I can work them out. DPO5s? Yeah, it looks like DPO5s. Right, I've got them. No worries. Right. So we'll pack the rest of this away because we don't need it just yet. And I'll keep it to one side. So here we go. So let's go over to Twitter and see those lucky retweeters are, and we'll get cracking on the quick repair and then move on to hopefully the correct opening packet and so on and so on. Alright, so let's see, on Twitter our retweets are, so in first we have Roy, in second we have Claire, and in third we have Wabbit. Thank you very much, you three, for being the top 3 retweeters. Now let's go ahead. Oh, the video stopped. Let's go ahead and crack on with the quick show and tell and build. So here we go. Oh, yeah, that's about right. Right, there we go. So as you can see, we have a book or a binder with all the booklets in. So we'll stick it to one side. We don't need that just yet. And now we have other parts which we'll put away for safekeeping and come back to after. So we have a one wheel. We have a one wheel with a wheel trim. We have a one driver's door complete, which seems to be okay. I have heard people complain about the hinges, so we'll soon sort it out. We have half passenger seat, which we'll need for later on. We have the driver's seat, which still isn't attached. We have the cab floor, back wall, some pedals where we have to do a repair. So we'll just move that to one side. That one there. That's a bit flimsy. We have one bumper with a registration plate. We have one front grille. And then we have our bit that we need to sort out. So let's swing them over there. And we'll come back to them in a little while. So in, I think it was, yeah, issue 14, we had the brake, the micro switch for the brake lights. Yes, we have tested it works, but we couldn't attach it because we didn't have this lovely little part. So what we'll have to do now is work out how we're going to get it in. So obviously this micro switch has to sit inside the part quite nicely, and we'll place it in. There is a little cutout notch where the cables go through, and then we just try carefully without breaking it, push the micro switch all the way in and as far down into the housing as possible, so we can get a good connection. So I've got to try and bend it so it can go through the gap. Right, so here we go. Let's get that in there. Give it a gentle squeeze because the cable seems to be right on the edges. There we go. Right, some people have left it sitting like that. You don't want to leave it sitting like that where it's all proud. You need to push it in as far as you can. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get my trusty flat end with my screwdrivers and gently press down on it without knocking my desk apart. And as you work my way around side to side, top, bottom, left, right, and make sure it goes all the way home. Right, I've had about 3 or 4 little clicks. Right, screwdriver to one side, and as you can now see, oh, it's actually fully homed inside. I'm right in deep, and then we are good enough to go. And then that sits on the bottom, which is going to be a little bit tricky now. Just here, where you've got 2 screw lugs, and then obviously you've got the little bit for the micro switch itself. So what we do, we run the cable down towards the back of the cab, underneath, and yes, it will still work. Some people say it doesn't work, it does. Let's go ahead and drop out a couple of these screws. Do I have an actual open packet of DP05s? I'm sure they're DP05s. Let's have another look. We've got a DP04, that's quite chunky. Single DP03. Oh, that is open. The other side is used for Titanic. DP02, quite small. That's a sealed packet. DP02, DP01, they're quite small. DD02, no. Those are spare hinges and door mechanism. because we had problems with one of our doors. DPO1, and that is a sealed one, and DDO1. So no, we don't have a sealed packet or anything with more. So yes, we had that piece given to us instead, which is virtually no good. So we needed DPO4, so I wonder if we'll get another one in another packet. So we should really go from there, but what's going on now? Well, we should have 2 screws left over. Right, second thoughts. We will open it just to double check, because that was another spare packet we got, because we asked for another one and they sent it out and the wings were damaged, which was fine, and it also didn't have what we wanted. So it is supposed to be DPO5. DPO4, DPO5, so it's that main one, so it's that sealed packet there. That's fine. We'll just stick them there and put them to one side. It's alright. We'll keep that packet to one side. So DPO5, and yeah, there's 3 screws in it. We only need 2. So let's rip the corner and get 2 screws out. And we'll soon be back on track with everyone else. Usually, right, there's a screwdriver. Yeah, throwing everything around now. Don't do that. Alright, so here we go. So what we do, we'll get it placed on the bottom there. And we'll sort the cable out afterwards. We get one of our screws. Make sure it's on the tip nicely. And then we'll move on. Come on, pull on there. Right, and you won't go on the tip. We'll get there. Right, so there we go. Gently work it back and forth until it goes in. That's almost home. Don't do it all the way too tight, because it's only plastic and we need to be careful. And yes, before anyone says anything, I have it really dark here. Obviously I've only got the little lamp on so we can see what we're doing, but my screen is down low and I am wearing sunglasses and it is pitch black outside. So yeah, right, let's make sure those are nice and tight, home, not too tight, and let's see if we can hear a click. Can we? No, what's going on here then? Oh, it's not clicking. Aha, let's have a little work here then. Let's find out why it's not clicking in. Let's loosen it off a little. There we go. You can hear it click. So that's too tight. Let's loosen it off a little. There we go. So yes, it is home, but it is a little bit too tight. So I will have a little play with that later. Right, so we have built in a cable retainer, so we'll get that placed in there. Won't use anything sharp to push it in because it doesn't really need that much, and I'm going to reckon that's going to come hiding either down this way or down this way, because obviously you've got some hidden passages, but we'll leave it there for now. So we are now back on track with everyone else, and we are now moving on to our opening. Hopefully it's the right packet. It should be the right packet to what we have. So we currently have, that was in the last one. What's going on here? Right, in the last delivery we had 17 and 18, which obviously gets rolled over to this stream. Hopefully in this one we have 19, 20, 21, 22. And we obviously will split them. So just place them there. And let's see if we do have them. But as you can see, it's still sealed up, hasn't been opened, so I have no idea what's in it. So it's time to find out. Where has my old knife gone? Is it there? Yes, it is. So I'm using my old craft knife that I used when I was doing metal mounting as a hobby. And now, I know I've got to get a new blade for it. We want to be nice and careful as we cut into it. If it's going to cut, yes it is. And do it nice and carefully. There we go, almost there. Come on. Being extremely careful. If you are a kid doing this, you're not comfortable with using a knife, you can use a pair of scissors, or you can get your sensible grown up in the household to do it for you. Right. Here we go, almost there, almost there. Come on, let's do it. I've definitely got to get a new blade. But the only thing is, they don't quite make the handle anymore, but they do the blades somewhere. There we go, like this. Go ahead and put the cover back on so don't hurt itself with a blunt one. Right, so yes, it is the Stobart one. There's the little love letter. Let's hope and pray we have the right ones and all the right parts. So there's the issues. Nothing else that we have to bin. So was it from 18? We were looking for 19. No, that's 22. That's quite heavy. Look at that in a minute. 21, 20, and 19. So yes, here we go. So 19, we have looks like a door and windows, door and mirrors. Then we have the inner working parts of the door and the window, so that's like we've already covered before. 21 is the door trims, yeah, and then that must be part of the engine now, so we'll be moving on. So we'll keep hold of these two, keep them to one side, so we'll keep 19, 20 there, we'll put 21, 22 away. There we go, fold nicely, and then we'll crack on with number 17, which looks like it's going to be the door. So here we go, roll the cameras. As you can tell, I haven't opened it, I don't know what it says, don't know what anything's in it, so we are opening it fresh for yourselves. So we'll stick it to one side, there we go, and we'll just let's tuck that underneath there. We'll keep that, I think that was, that's something else. We'll keep that there so you can see I'm not looking at the instructions, and we'll crack on with what looks like the rest of the passenger seat. So here we go. I had a private message not long ago on my Discord asking am I sponsored by Stobart, and I would love to say yes I am, but unfortunately I'm not. So I'm actually paying for this myself. So I've got to make sure I've got deep pockets for it all. So we have some DP05 screws. Alright, we can finish the ones that we've got over here somewhere. That's for bin. Where did I put that screw? There. That's DP04. Come on. Is that it? DP05. DP05. Yeah, if I try and use the old ones up as well, which are AK spares, then we should be able to keep it less packets open and most of them sealed. Alright, come on. Get back underneath there. There we go. Right, so getting a little bit untidy again already. I only cleaned up this morning before having to shoot out to help someone out, track down some bits. Right, there we go. So we'll get the rest of the seat, and we have, oh, we've got some other ones. We have DPO ones. I know we've got some DPO ones, so we'll grab them as well. I've got loads of DPO ones. There you go, DPO ones. That's the sealed packet. I think we'll keep them ones out in a minute. DPO one that's open. I'll take that one as well. Right, that's it. So we'll keep that one out. What is it? That's DO2. Didn't have that one. DPO4. DPO5. DPO5. Right, let's get rid of these ones. We don't need them just yet. But we'll keep them to one side and we'll come back to them just in case we need them. More rubbish. Get rid of them. Alright. We'll get cracking. So, yeah. There we go. So, what we've got here, we have a seat. Oh, bit more rubbish. This is obviously the seat base, so it should be quite interesting to do. I'm still finding rubbish from all this. I should cut it open, like I usually do instead of ripping it open. But then again, I'll do both, don't I? Right, okay, so let's see what's going on here then. Right, so we have some screws, top, base, and that. Right, so let's see. We have this lovely plastic black trim, which is obviously the seat base. Got a couple little bits there, which obviously holds the seat back on. And we have a nice bit of rubber. It has a slot this side, a slot that side, so obviously this only goes on one way. Yes, it has some tabs on the inside. That's 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So we've got to make sure all 6 tabs are over and onto the seat base cage. No thank you. Thank you very much. We'll get rid of that bit of spam. Right, and we'll gently try and get that in there without tearing. We should be able to do it. I want to break the tabs off and I don't want to damage the seat itself. It would be really embarrassing. Ooh, what's that? Something just went on the side of my desk. Right. Yes, over the last couple of days we've had quite a lot of sirens going off around my way. Yes, I'm in the middle of nowhere, and yes, we still have the sirens. So, yeah. Right, so we just got to try and get that in there. I do not wish to use the hot water technique or a hairdryer, because obviously the hairdryer makes too much noise. And hot water obviously leaving wet, damp parts, and we don't want that. So let's try it. Let's take off that side and try and get them both in together. Even though it's probably going to be impossible, but we'll give it a go, shall we? Right, come on. A little bit fiddly, but we are getting there. Oh, almost. Oh man, come on. Has someone shrunk my seat cover? I think they have. Have they? No, no, it's going on, it's going on, it's going on. Yay! Right, so let's make sure the tabs are in. So that's the back ones. And we have one side. We have the other side, and we now have the fronts. So let's see. There you go. You can see there we have all the tabs in, and we have the bits in nicely. And yes, it didn't rip at all. It feels really soft though. I wouldn't want to sit on it all day, especially that hard plastic base. Alright, so next we have, it's like the driver's seat. We had to screw the black plate on to the frame and then onto the cushion. So what we'll do, we'll see what screws we have that will do it. I want to say they're DPO ones really, because they seem to be chunky ones, and we've got more of them because we've got what? That's DPO one, so that'll be for the arms, the seat bit. 5. So yeah, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 to screw it down. 1, 2 for the plastic and 1 for the bit there. So we will take this one that we've had from the last issue, get rid of the plastic, put that in the recycle bin, and yes, we do recycle around this way as well. So in there goes there. Right, so if that sits there like that, nice and smooth, so that goes, is it like that? I think it is, yeah, it goes that way. So that goes there, right, perfect. So try and do it one time, or one time only. That seems to fit there, look quite nicely. And we'll go ahead and do this. So yeah, once I've done this, I can then, this packet, which is obviously 17, I can then go and watch everyone else's 17s and see if they've done any mistakes and let them know, so they don't go too far ahead and then have to come back on themselves. DPO 5 we want, isn't it? Yeah, DPO 5. So yeah, we'll break the corner again and we'll just take one out. We only need one, and we'll stick it on the other one. Yeah, it's the same with the Titanic. I think we are up to 4, and yes, I do have the metal plate to show, and we'll have a go at that. Right, so here we go. We're doing this, getting nice, and we should be good to go. So yeah, like I was saying, I was asked on Discord on a private chat if I was sponsored. Unfortunately, I think I did say it all. I'm not sponsored. Would love to be sponsored because it'd be great, and we'll see how things go. Right, obviously there is a shape to the seat bases, and we'll just match them up and give them a nice push together. And there we go, they're pushed together nicely. Now we need to make sure the holes line up, and we go for another lot, or we'll go for 4 now, DPO 5s. So we'll grab them 3 there, as they're nicely bunched. 1, 2, 3. And then we'll get another one out, make 4. And then we'll just keep the 2 spares for the next time they are used. Right, so lucky number 1, you'll get that in there, and we'll just gently back and forth, in and out, and we should be good to go. Obviously don't tighten them all the way up completely, because there might be slight adjustments needed on the seat itself, so we can make it fit really nice and snug. Oh, thank you very much, Wade, for offering. Alright, and I'll let you off. Right, so that one's not in nice and snug like I like it, but we will come back to it, I reckon. Not quite liking that one, because that's just really proud. Unless it's a problem with the plastic itself, where it hasn't been honed out. Right, now that's going to be a bit tricky, because that one is actually in line with the one below it. So I might have to try and put it in at an angle and give a little tweak to move it. But yes, we are, yes, going in at an angle. So I'm not quite happy with that. It's not quite well designed. But yeah, them back ones seems to be sitting quite proud. So the screw heads are like proud of the plastic, not like that front one. Right, let's go for the next one. And yeah, it seems to be right in line with the actual bracket itself. Right, so it seems to be sitting there nicely. There we go. So we've got 4 screws. As you can see, you've got the front ones sitting in the holes nicely, and then you've got them back ones, which sits just proud. Let's see if I can get it around so you can see it. Yeah, you can see them. They seem quite proud. I'm not really happy with that, but obviously it is what it is. And we've got another 4, which I'm assuming will come in another issue down the road, and then that will sit in there. Now we've got the back to put on, hopefully it's the same issue. Right, that's a little bit loose, so we'll give that a little nip up. Right. Pretty, there it goes. So that's okay now, that's feeling stronger. Yeah, that feels a lot stronger, so we'll whip that away a minute. And now we're going to try and marry the base with the back. And it looks like it just slots in nicely. Yeah, it does have like a little, it's trying to grip it, because you have a little notch just in here, and a little notch just in here. I'll take it up. You can see like little notches, and then you've got on the seat itself little keyway lugs. They must go in them little notches to keep it held in nice. There we go. So yeah, it locates in them to make it a bit easier. So now we'll grab our DPO ones. Oh, we've got 2 in this packet, so that's alright. It means we have a sealed packet for later. Probably got the, yeah, I've got the wrong screwdriver for this. But we'll get it in and go from there. So obviously these are really small, very fine threads. We don't want to over tighten them, strip the threads. We've got to get another back issue, and we will have to wait a couple of weeks or so for a replacement, and we don't want that. We would like to just carry on without having any replacements or anything like that. Right, so that's that one in, and there's that one. Obviously the seat back itself on this one doesn't really move, but the arms do, and that will just sit in there quite nicely. And there's the driver's seat as well. So we are coming along quite well, and can't wait for this to take shape even more. I will adjust the seat once the cab starts to take better shape, so I can get a better driving position for the driver, and we'll go from there. So while we have now got that over and done with, I'm going to quickly go ahead and do a quick 60-second ad break so we can get ourselves, oh no, tell lies, don't do that yet. It's been a while since I've done it. We actually have a look at the magazine, so let's move the cab out the way a minute. What's off the cab? Now we'll have a look at the magazine. Right, that's DPO ones. Right, okay, I must remember them. So here's the lovely magazine, and so yes, we have seat frame, screws, water technique. We didn't do the water technique, we just done it raw. Oh yes, it's demonstrating you've got to put the bits for the holes, which we already discussed. Yes, we've done the plastic part correct. So it was like the driver's seat, and so on and so on. Even the picture shows it's like quite in line with it, which is quite weird really. Right, oh yeah, we do put the seat back on as well, so that's perfect. A royal opening, so that's going to sound interesting. I'm going to read that later. Alright, what's next? That's all part of that. Yeah, it's more of the royal opening. Iveco Euro text. So I'm reading upside down, so it is a bit hard to try to do everything like that. And then obviously next week we have this is a jerry can, so it looks like there's that bit, 2 parts, 1 part, the switch, floodlights. Oh, so that we've got the on and off switch. What is it? Storage tray, so that must be that one then. Lever, so it's that one. Screws. Right, okay, so we've got quite a few screws coming in the next issue, which is 18. So let's go ahead, grab the ring binder and give it a nice opening, and we'll get that issue in place. And then we'll go for our 60-second ad break so we can get issue number 18 ready. Right, so I'll leave that open, stick it behind me, makes it a little bit easier to carry on. So yeah, there we go. So if I quickly go be right back, and we are now going to head over to the 60-second ad break. So in 3, 2, 1, there we go, 60-second ad break. Give me a chance to move myself, get myself a bit more comfy, and get number 18 ready for everyone else. So there's 18. What screws are in it? We've got DPO2, DPO5, and DPO1. So we've got DPO1 and DPO5, so that's good. We've got them ones. DPO2. I should have some DPO2s. No, that's DD2. DPO1, that's a sealed packet. DPO4. DPO1. DPO1, DPO5, and DPO2. So we've got a couple of DPO2s there. DD, DP, DD, DD, DP. Alright, so yeah, let's go ahead and DPO1, DPO5. I'm trying to get it in order so we can work from. So that's sealed, so I might put that away for a minute. No, we'll keep that out. DPO1, that's sealed. That's got those screws in. I'll put that behind there. DPO5, DPO2. Right. Oh, and we are back. I think we've been back a little while. I'm terribly sorry. I was just sorting out the screws from the other packet. So we'll dive straight back in. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So we're going to dive back in. It's still sealed. I've just put some screws out the way because I can see DPO2, DPO1, DPO5. So I've just got them out from the packet, shoved them there, so we have some spares. So let's go ahead and open up. And that's recycle rubbish. And we'll just go ahead and move that back out of the way. Oh, mind the cab. As you can see, it's issue 18, and we was told that it is a jerry can, a tray and lever. So let's have a look and see what we have here. Let's just get into it and go from there. So yes, I was gonna have this as a special one. When we get to the end, it was going to be quite special, but sadly, because of my sickness, not what blah blah sickness, it was just not well because of my head. It had to be postponed, so everyone else went ahead and done their issue that we was going to cover, and yeah, we sort other bits and pieces out. So there we go. So we've got that. I haven't done with. I might actually keep one of them packets, and let's see what we've got here. So we have one switch which we're going to kind of have a little play with, because it looks like it's actually a two-way switch, but only using it as a one-way. So we've got 3 terminals, 2 of them in use, each one clamped on. So yeah, so there's the switch, one switch. We have, okay, jerry can split into 2, so we'll take a look at that. So this must be, yeah, that must be the tray. We have one lever, which we'll have a little play around with as well, and we have selection screws, which is DPO5. Was it 3, 6, 7? So we've got possibly some spares there. Put that there. On clipping. Crikey, that's been sealed badly. So we've got 2 DPO1 screws there. So we'll keep that with there. So we'll swap it over with. Do we have an open packet? No, we don't. Oh, I thought we had an open packet. Okay, so we might open that one because it's a small packet, and we have some DPO 2 screws. So we don't have many of them, so we'll get that all in place. So let's see. So we have let's see, jerry can, lever. So this lever must go to the cab somewhere. Oh, it's got a very small screw hole in it. So we'll have a look how that gets attached. We have the tray. So the tray must sit in there somehow. No, not that way. That way. Alright, okay, so we know where the tray sits. The tray sits just in the back there. Yeah, so that's got a location hole. So as you've seen, I've seen before. Come here. Right, as you can see before, we had two like screw holes here, and then we've got a little hole up here. That must be a locator on the bottom. Just by the thumb there, there's a little pin. There you go. That locates in nicely, and then we'll put a couple of screws in there. So that I reckon they're going to be the DPO 5 screws. But what's puzzling me is the switch. Let's have a look here then. Which way round would it go? So if that goes there like that. It's the hole. No, the holes are two different sizes. So let's see which way around is best fitted. So I reckon that will go in there, because that's only a small hole. And that seems to be like sitting there quite nicely. Does it push in further? Or is it this one? A bit big really for that one. It's got to be this one then. Let's go in there somehow. It looks like it's supposed to have a tight fit push location in. So let's try and push it in. Yeah, it does work. It does sit in there, but I want to test it out first. Don't have my pins to handy, so I've got to try and rely on the pins on here. So let's go ahead and flip that round to test. Oh, right, let's get the backlight on quickly so I can see what's going on. There we go, so that's right working. Let's see if I can get onto them. Don't think I can. Oh, there's a test point there. This one on that side. That must be on, and that should be off. Let's just double check. Yep, so that is working. Switch is working, which is great. Be embarrassing that the switch stays off or goes or stays on. So we'll get that to one side, and we'll go ahead and get this in. But I just don't know which screw to use. It looks like it's going to be wrong one. It's going to be like quite a chunky one. Right, so the cable must go through the back here then. Yeah, just about fits through the hole. Get the tab through. Oh, come on. We want the label through as well. This label is going to be probably important because it's allocated number. I think the brake one's allocated 9 and the on off is allocated 5. Right, so we'll swing that all the way up. So it's in the off position. So let's see, let's get that in there, that in there. We'll give it a nice little push together. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Let's see. Right, let's get you in there again. I might have to give it a little persuasion with the screwdriver. In you go, come on. In. persuasion. Like thumbs have done it. Might have to nip it up with the back of the jerry can. Come on. It just pop out. That's not good. Right. Let's get you in there like that, and we'll get you on there like that. So, let's have a look here then. Right, we had DPO 5, so I'm assuming 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 for that, 2 for that. DPO 2, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and DPO 1 is 1, so I'm going to say it's a DPO 2 for the jerry can. Looks like it. If not, we can always upgrade it to a DPO 5. Right, so we've got one of them out. Let's see if it goes in nicely. No, it's just, no, it must be a DPO 5 then. Right, there we go. So we've made a mistake, that's fine. We can just correct it on the fly. So we can put you back there and get a DPO 5 out. Obviously, a DPO 1 is far too small for it. Come here. Come here, you go. There we go. Right, so push you back together. And we get a DPO 5 in. Ah, yes, that's a tighter fit. Work it back and forth. There we go, and yep, it still works. Right, now that must locate somewhere. Passion side has got to. Is it there? Oh no, right, on the bottom it has a little keyway, so it must be on the passion side. Whoop, come here, don't want to break you. On the passion side, just there. There we go. So then that must get screwed in. Let's move the seats out of the way a minute. That must get screwed in with, let's see, I'm going to say, that's 5. I'm going to try a DPO 2. You know, I think it's going to be a bit small. I'd rather try that first than going straight in with a DPO 5. So let's get that in home. And then see it will go in. No, it just seems to just swivel around. Yeah, so it's got to be a DPO 5 as well. That's a good thing we test out. So let's get that in. DPO 5. DPO, yeah, DPO 5. So I did put a DPO 2 away. And then we'll get this last DPO 5 out, and then we open a new pack. Right, put that there. So yeah, it seems like Rabbit's had a hard day again. She got called in at short notice for working. We don't mind it, but she's got a busy day tomorrow because she's off doing some bits and pieces. So we'll work it in gently because obviously we're screwing into plastic and we don't want to over tighten it or anything. There we go, so that's in nice and tight. That's the only one that has a keyway. So okay, so there is a little groove just here. That must be where the cable goes in, and then we also got one of them cable retainers again. So we'll guide it round and we'll just clip it in. Come on. Ready? Let's just clip it in. Come on, in you go. Are you in? Not quite. I can't see. It's gone dark. And I can't believe I'm doing all this with sunglasses on. Come on, in you go. This one feels a bit tighter to put in. Right. There you go. I think that is in. Yay! Right. Give a gentle persuasion down. Keep it nice and flat. Try not to put any twists in it because that will obviously show on bodywork and things like that. Do that twist round. Come on. Don't worry, we will do all the adjustments and everything else later. And if we need to put any twists in or folds or anything like that, we can. So that sits in there quite nicely. There we go. So we have one jerry can in with the switch, and the cable itself is feeding around quite nicely. So we've got some slack there. So what's this handle then? Where would that go then? Getting a bit dusty, but it's been sitting. It doesn't go down that side. Doesn't go down that side. That's for the seat. That's a screw there. That's a screw there. Yep. Does it go in the back there? Aha. So we have a little locator pin just there on the top, and that looks like it goes in the back there, because there is a very small hole just in there where the pin goes in, and it looks like it gets screwed from the outside. I thought I broke it then. There's a, come on, just a tight fit. Right, let's see if I can get that in there like that. Right, so yeah, it screws in from the other side. So that must be the DPO1 screw, because they are the smallest ones. And let's get rid of this weird packet. There's only 2 screws, and I think we're going to need one of them, so we've got a spare. Let's just grab one. There we go. And we'll put that back with that lot. Grab, is it that one? Yeah, we'll grab that one. That seems to be a better fit. And we'll try and get this handle back in. I think someone said that they've snapped their one. Don't know. Right, it's only a small bit of text that I've been reading. I don't read a lot on the group chats because it's too many spoilers. Let me see if I can get that in there better. Quite a fiddly little thing. Right, let's get that in there like that. Line the hole up there, and hey presto, we are going in. Back forth, back forth. I think that is it. And it looks like it's in best it can. It's a shame it's black on black on black, but you can actually see it there, and you have a very small screw right, if I can see it, do it properly. Just in there, you've got a very small screw, and that is a job done for that, I believe. So we've got that left, so it's got to be a DPO2s, isn't it? DPO2s and DPO5s. So what's going on here then? Why have I got so many screws? Yeah, we had 2 screws for that one. We've got it seems like we've got too many screws. One for that one, 2 for that. We'll give it a go. So we'll get this relocated. Depot 2. I think Depot 2 is probably finished with now. I think. Depot 1, Depot 1, Depot 1. Depot 2 and Depot 5. Oh, we'll try Depot 2 again. Do they fit in there? No, so they must be Depot 5 then. Get you in there. Alright. Depot 2, Depot 2, Depot 5. We don't have an open packet of that because we've already used it. Those are ones. I'm sure we don't have any more Depot 5s. Depot 3, DDO, DDO, DDO. We've got some 4s, 3s and 4s. Right, okay. I thought I'd just double check. Depot 5, here we go. Take the corner out. Put it in the rush. And let's grab the first lucky victim. Oh. Okay, we've got 2. That's fine because we needed 2. So Depot 5. I want to give them a screw in first because obviously it is plastic. Okay, that one's cut in nicely. We'll cut this one in. There you go, so we should be able to just screw it in without any hassle. Because we've got freedom. So in goes there. It's got to locate it on the bottom. Perfect. Ooh. No, almost lost everything. That would have been an extreme agony pain. And there we go, screw that in. And we can screw that one in. Alright. So those are them screwed in nicely. I would say that's job done, but we've got loads of screws left over, so it must mean that we've got to put this in. So they're small, so they must be Depot 2s. And that one's quite big. That must be Depot 5. Yeah. So if we go, it's got to be them that get screwed on. Can't see any other pieces it would be. Where was it? 1 for that one, 4 for that one. Get 1 out. Depot 5. It's got to be driver's seat goes in now. It's got to be. What was I see in the book? 2 parts jerry can, a storage tray, lever cables, and switch plus screws. doesn't say anything else. Right, let's have a look at if the 5. Yeah, it's got to be 5 goes in there then. Right, so what we do, we'll get that in place. Come on, in there goes that. Load the screwdriver up, just like so, and we'll see where it's located. Aha, I see the white pin, and the screw just goes in there, because there's the white pin just there, the driver's seat, and that's the screw part. And next we'll just release their dog, or their dogs, and that's it. Right, so let's see what's going on now then. Get these in. Right, so Webbit, you alright? Webbit. Right, hang on a minute, I think Rabbit's just on the phone. One moment. There we go, it's in. And yeah, I will adjust the driver's seat when we get the rest of the cab together. Oh, like to give that little nip up. See that one and that one. Yeah, right, still going. So let's go for that one. No, that one there. Come on, get on there. I think it's because they're quite a big screwdriver I'm using. Oh, get on that one as well. Give them more little nip up that side. There we go, so that's that one in place. And now for the passenger, which I'm assuming it's going to be where were they? The DPO 2s. That's 5 DPO 2s. So it must be DPO 2s. So what we do, give it a little test first. See how it goes. Yeah, it's got to be the DPO 2s. Alright, so here we go. We'll get. Let's see if I can locate them. I think I've located them. So we'll get that in there like that. Yeah, I've located them. So we have, I'll take that off there. 2, 1, 1, 2, 3 and 4 for the passenger seat. So what we've got to do, it looks like it's going to be quite fiddly to try and cut them in first. So what we do, we'll just get them to try and grip. Ah, no, 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 no. It fell out. Fell out. Not what I wanted. But we'll try again. Alright, there we go. That's going in. Yeah. Come on. Oh man, come on. In you go. Right, we'll reload you up and see how it goes. Not even halfway through yet. Alright, let's go ahead and load you in. come on. What are we playing silly games for? Right, try again. Load the screwdriver up. Oh. There we go. Loaded. And we'll start spinning gently. I do have my finger on the back to apply gentle pressure. I think it's now gripped. Let's get my finger on a bit tighter. I'm actually applying pressure with my finger on the stub of the frame, and we are trying to work it in. There we go. Let's grab the next one. Yeah, well, it had someone try calling her. Well, we was just hoping it wasn't work, but it wasn't. So yeah, sorry about being muted. And we'll move on to the next part. Right, so we'll get this other one in. This is the back one, and there we go. It's starting to grip. There we go. Do it work back and forth. A little bit back, more forward. A little bit back, more forward. That's them to grip in. Right, now, got to move to the other side. Right. So, what was it? We had DPO 2s, wasn't it? DPO 2, that can go in the bin, that one. It's empty. And then we'll grab 2 DPO 2s. Separate 2 and get them out the hole. Come on, out you come! Leaves 3. We had 2 before, 1 spare. So that's about right then. And DPO 5 is a little bit confusing. Probably have to keep hold of some of them. Right, so we'll go ahead and do that front one. Right, it seems to be gripping. As you can see, my finger's just holding on while it's going in, and it just seems to be turning. Aha, I can feel some resistance. Oh no, not that much resistance, just a little bit. So might have not been trying to screw in properly, but it will do now. There you go, it's located. And I can feel it going tighter. There we go. That's in. Now I've got to try and wedge my finger onto the back there to get this last one in. Come on. Right. Let's get you loaded on properly. There we go. And we'll get that located in there. There we go. Hunky dory, and in nice and tight. There we go. So we have the seats in. We've got 4 left over. I think that should be about right. I've got no other piece left over. That's all external. I think that's it. So I reckon it's time to head over to the book. It's got to be all them ones. Right, so we've got too many DPO 1s. Take the open and that closed one. Keep that one. We'll put that away. And then I think we'll be moving on to the next one in a moment. Right, so DPO 4, DPO 1. Put it in there. I might get rid of, yeah, I'll get rid of all the screws. If we need them, then fine. If we don't, then if we need them, I'll get them back out. If we don't, then it's fine. They're already packed away, safe and sound. Now I just grab them if we need them. But I'm keeping the door pieces out at the minute, and we'll go from there. So here we go. We have issue 18 of magazine, and we have, they describe the parts, and those are screws. Let's see. So we was right with the handle, goes in the back there, and I was right with the fitting, the screw location. It's all there. What is it? They PB. Right, let's see if I can change the name then. So yeah, it was confusing me a little bit, and yes, we do have that in a way around, yes. In, and we pushed it through, we did locate it. So I think we've done jerry can first, didn't we? Yeah, and then we've done the handle. So yeah, and then it goes through the crease. And then through the retainer. Then we've done the tray, yeah. Alright, so then it's one screw for that one, which is a PB. So that must have been the one that I was using. And then, yeah, we've done the 4. And there we go. So yeah, we've done it. So a growing contracts. There we go. So that's another title which they've given us. And they are slowly progressing. Anything else? Oh, and the M1 motorway. Oh, how it looked back then. And there's obviously a little bit more there, and then yeah, then we move on to the cab door. So that's the near side, which is passenger door, cab door, door handle, mirror, bars, mirror and mirrors. Oh, hang on. A curbside mirror. Okay. Right. So there's that one. Let's bring the folder in. And is there any screws in it? Yeah, there's some screws. So we'll probably use ones we've got already. Alright, and then we'll just get this in place. Do another quick 60-second ad break. And we'll move on to the next one, which is number 19 coming up. So there's 18 issues down and dusted, and we'll head over to the channel now. Oh, wrong one. Be right back, and we'll go ahead and grab another 60 seconds. So 3, 2, 1. 60-second ad break to help me out. Thank you very much. Right, so there's the ad break, and we will now go ahead and grab 19. Can't really see what screws are on it. Well, we'll open it all up and go from there. I think they're probably the same sort of ones as the last one. It's oh yeah, the hinges and all that, and next one more screws. Yeah, so yeah, we're just building the door again, but for the other side. I've got to bag all this up later and take to my farm just to show him, because he wants to see it. Even though I'll probably get him to watch the videos while we're there. It'll be quite interesting because he's been missing out on a few. Alright, so let's see how things turn out. So yes, I think we've still got people here. If you are here, just say here, and I will know that you are here. Yes, so go on, say here, and we are good. Anyone? Everyone? No? Okay. Alright, so let's see. So welcome back from the ad break. If you haven't yet, say here, and we're good to go. So we've got some viewers there, and we'll see how things turn out. So what we've got here. Okay. So our regulars are still here, so that's good. Counter seems to be working as well. So here we go. So we're going to head on back in, and now time to head on to issue 19. So we'll grab that out, and again that goes for recycle. So what we've got here, so like we have the passenger door. Oh, right, so it does have holes for a curbside mirror, but there's no mirror for it. Will we get it in the next issue? I don't know. Or would it be later on? Because obviously we've got one wheel nut cover and we don't have the other. Doesn't look like it. But hey ho, let's get going. Right, so we'll stick that there. And it looks like I may have to get the craft knife out to open up. So if we do, then if you are a kid, get a grown up or sensible adult to do it for you. Yeah, we've got to cut it open. So yeah, get a sensible adult to do it for you, and we should be good to go. Alright, let's get rid of them staples because they're going to cause problems, and we'll get them shoved in the recycle bag here. Put it in there. Get them in there. Oh, there was a click at the door. I wonder what that is. Probably rubbish, but hey ho. Alright, so that's all the way there. There's my craft knife. There it is. My old trusty craft knife, which I need to get a new blade. So what we'll do, we'll do this side first. So away from your thumb towards your chum. The cover back on. And we have the door. Oh, and we have some screws. And they are DP 01s. So I think we've got some of them over there. We'll dig them out as well. Right, all the parts are away, so away from your thumb and towards your chum. There we go, we've got access. And let's see what we've got. Right, so that can go for recycle as well. And yeah, we've got another packet, which is the mirrors. So, oh, looks like they're on sticky backs. Or is that protective films? Probably protective films. So we'll deal with them in a minute. So yes, here we go. A nice, lovely bit of die cast door. I'll keep that tray. I like the look of that tray. I'll keep that there. So we have that there, and we are looking for some. What was it? DPO1 screws, wasn't it? Yeah, DPO1 screws. I'm sure we've got some open ones. DPO1. There we go. So we've got what, 4 in there. I'm sure we've got another one that's got less in. There you go, one with less in. So there's what, 1, 2, 3, 4. So put them in there. And we have 1, 2, 3, and 1 there to make 4. I've got a funny feeling we're going to have one of them back in a moment. Right, so we have a couple of mirrors, mirror backs. Oh, big mirror back, small mirror back, the mirror bar, the door handle. So that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't think they gave me enough screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where's the? I'm sure I counted. Only 4. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's try working it out then. I'll keep that out then to one side, and I think the rabbit's got another call. Right, looks like Rabbit's now gone into the other room to take a call. Alright, so we've got a mirror bar to sort out, so we'll grab this. Yes, it's got little keyways on, because we've got a little tab down there and a little tab down there. And that will sit on the door. So let's see, we have the big one to the bottom. Let's see, right, so yeah, there's the little keyway indent down there, which obviously goes on there. And that looks like it's going to be a push fit and no screw, so okay. And we'll whip that out in a minute. And we'll put the glass in, or so-called glass mirrors. And there we go, get that nice little slice open. Remember, get a grown-up to do it if you are not confident in doing it. Yeah, they've got little plastic covers on this time to protect them, so that's a good idea. They didn't do it on the last ones. And you have a little locator pin and locating hole in the back. So we'll get them to line up. And should be good to go. That goes in there like that, that goes in there like that. These mirrors actually feel completely different to the other ones. Is that one in properly? No, it doesn't feel like it. There we go. Got a couple of clicks there. I'll leave the plastic film on. And then put that on there, on the bottom. Oh, it's upside down. That's a good start. Not. And we'll get that in place. There you go, nice tight push fit. And there we go, nice tight push fit. And now we'll get the small one out and get that in. Yeah, so that's got another little locator on as well. There you go, little locator on there. I'll twist it a little bit, you should be able to see it, just in the centre. And yes, in the centre there is a locating hole as well, and there's a hole for the little keyway holder. So let's see if we can get that in. Yes, there is a shape to the mirror as well, so we can get the shape matching up nicely, so it goes in one way. We'll get that a nice firm push in. That's gone in this time. But yeah, these mirrors feel completely different to the other ones. They also look really different. Right. So as you've got to locate the keyway, put the keyway in as well. Oh, don't want to do that. There we go. And push, can't push. Don't snap it. Embarrassing, we've snapped it now. Right. There we go. That's in. Is it? Yeah, it's in. They don't seem to be sitting like they should do. But they are in, they are raring to go. Alright, now we have the door to handle. Let's put that in a recycle. Yeah, we've got 20 to go. Alright, so here we go. So we have two screw locators on here. So one, that one goes in the bottom and locates with a screw. One up the top here and locates with a screw. So what we'll do, we'll grab this odd one out first so we can recycle the packet. And I will change to the smaller screwdriver. There we go. And we'll do the one at the bottom of the mirror arm, because that seems to be more of a sturdy one and more easy to locate. Go on, in you go, go on. And as right before, I'll show you where the screw hole is afterwards, gone in there. Right, let's line it up a little bit, give it a little bit of go, back and forth. Just wants to swing, doesn't it? Okay, so we've got it located. And let's open the packet and get another one. There we go, take it from there. We only want one of these guys. It can't, there we go. Came out like a little zip. And we'll get you on there. We'll get you into the top. And we'll do what we've always done. Get a little work in. Try and get to grip first and then work it in back and forth. Come on. Oh man. Right. There we go. Try again. Right. Come on, in. Right. There you go. Right. Oh, no. Thought I just started, but guess not. Guess I failed. Right, let's try again. Get located. There you go. And we'll give it a nice little working. Back and forth. Come on. Oh, it doesn't want to grip. It's probably a little bit too thin for it. Give it a nice working back and forth. There we go. Don't obviously over tighten it because it is yet again plastic. And through die cast into plastic. The mirror has a pretty good close up, but it has a poor long distance. So if I bring it up close, there it is. And look carefully at the mirror and see some bits. There you go. It's pretty good close up. But yeah, I've had to turn this monitor up, but that monitor, and that monitor have all been turned down. So there we go. Right, so there's that one in place. But we do have the handle next. So we can get that going. So it looks like we still have a spare one, which is fine. We knew we was going to have a spare one, so we could have just opened this pack and had it all. That's fine. Right, so this one is for the handle, and there's a little bit of detail on it. Not that much, but there is a little bit. Can't really tell from that angle, but there is a little bit of detail. So let's get that located. Get that located in there. And now line the hole up, and we'll just get that screwed in. I think that was a reasonably easy issue. There you go, one door with door handle, no mirror, no window, and no intrims. So the intrims will be the next one with the window. So there we go. I'll keep that to one side, we'll probably end up using that. Can't see the name of the packet on it, but we'll get to it very shortly. But before then, let's go ahead and have a look at the magazine. So obviously we've done the door before, it's virtually easy enough. We'll go from there. So we have door, screws, mirrors, door handle, mirror bars and mirror backs. Yeah, still need to push glasses in, which we've done, mounted them and put the door. So it's not rocket science, but we've done it. And obviously get door handle in. There we go, door handle. So what's this? A rival haulage operation. So that is, you know, James Armland and Sons. Just like I said, it's hard to read upside down. I was just trying to read it off the vehicle. Yeah, that's more of the competition. Oh, that's nice. Hole down there. Nice little mansion. M registrations Scania 113M or 320s. So yeah, so it looks like you have quite a big fleet of them. And then we've got a few of the old ones there. And then obviously next issue is the inner door bits like we had before. So let's go ahead and bring our binder back in, and ouch, we'll get that in place and cracking. Alright, there we go. Let's move that back out to one side. So yes, up to issue 20 coming very soon, which is obviously just down there, but we'll get to it. So let's go to Be Right Back. I think this will probably be the last time, and we'll go for one more 60-second ad break. So 3, 2, 1 to help me out. Thank you very much. Alright, so that is another ad break. We are getting there quite well. Now this one I will explain more about in this issue. This is where it was all planned for, and unfortunately it had to be postponed because of what I was going through, but we should be okay to get things going again and rebook it. So let's see how things turn out. So we've got a little bit of time. It looks like Wabbit's still on a phone call. I've missed half my cup because no one's been saying the commands. So yes, that's a shame. Oh, I've got something to quickly sort out here. Give that a quick flick over. There we go. Job done. So we should be good enough to go again when we are back in. Right. What's happened here then? Why has that gone to sleep? There we go. Right. So we should be firstly good to go. Right. So welcome back from the ad break. It obviously helps me out a lot. Thank you very much. And we are firstly there. So we we're almost there. We're now moving on to the last issue of what we wanted. Because obviously I'll fold the other two. So here we go. So 3, 2, 1, and welcome back. So like I was just saying in the break, this was going to be a special time for issue 20. I was actually going to bring other builders on, and we was going to build this part together, and obviously discuss about this part and all the previous parts. And unfortunately, because of what happened to me, it can't be done. So we're going to organise it for another time. I've got a few people want to come on one stream. I've got other people want to come on another one. So we'll work it all out from there. So here we go. So what we've got here, we've got some more parts, and we'll move the book, bring the door back, move the book out the way. Here we go. Put you in there, and let's see what we've got here. So we have DD02. I think we've got some spare ones of those. It's got 1, 2, 3. It's got a few in there. DD02. DP DD02. Alright, we've got one there. DD02, and we've got some more there. DP. Right, so yeah, got them. So these are not required. And go ahead and put these back. And there we go. I have read it was last night, people's been having problems with these hinges. Apparently they are sided hinges, but we don't know. But we do have some hinges and their inner working parts. Do we have the spring in there? I think we do. Yeah, we've got the spring in there. And yes, we do have the spring in there as well. So we've got to be careful, because some people haven't been having this spring, or they have yeah, or they've lost it. So let's go left to right, so get a grown up to do it if you're not comfortable. And what we do, we'll just do it like this side. We won't tear it off. It seems to be sealed all over, so we'll get the glass out. Hopefully we don't have the same issue with this glass that we did with the other one, and hopefully we definitely don't have the same issue with the door panel itself like we did with the last one. And it looks like we might have the same issue. Hopefully we don't, but we'll get there. So we've got some screws, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we probably only need 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, okay. We've got an odd one there. Right, so where's that door bit? So we'll bring that one back in and put all these loose pieces in so we don't lose them. There we go. All springs in there, don't want to lose that. There we go. That is now empty. And we will make sure, so we have 1 spring, 2 hinges, the retaining clip, and the plunger. So that's about right. Here comes the glass. So it'll pop out. There's no plastic film on there for protection. I'll keep that to one side. So let's have a look. So we'll see if we can get the glass to fit in nicely. That one seems to be a better fit. Oh no. Yeah, no, that's it. That seems to be a better fit. Not like the last one where it used to be a ping all the time. Alright, and we'll go from there. I think I've just had a speech bubble pop up. I'll look at that in a minute. I think that's a bit. But yeah, the glass will fit in there like so. And obviously we've got to put all the mechanism in first before we fit this part. I want to make sure. Wow. Well, we don't have to order a new one because that seems to be fitting quite nicely. Not like before where we had a massive gap in this corner. There's at least a 3mm gap, and that what caused the glass to flex quite a lot. So we'll leave that there like that, nice and gently. Now let's work on the inner working parts. Let's get a little bit closer. Ooh. Feet have gone numb because of this chair. Right, so we have a plunger. On this plunger we put the spring on the short end, and this long end gets used for obviously plunging in and out, and it sits in there just like so. Yes, I have no spring because the spring sits in this part here. We have this little clip here that goes on. The clip goes on one way, so we've got to be careful how we fit it. So we're going to do a test fit without the spring, and what we do, we just place it on to one side and we line it up, and that way we can find out which way round best fits. And that looks pretty good, but like I said, it's a test fit, so we'll turn it around the other way. It's a shame my other camera hasn't turned up yet because that should be having a zoom on it. And we'll slide that in there like that, and that one looks even better, but it does only go one way, and we'll see how it turns out. I think I might go that way. Put that in there. So let's have a look at this, how it sits. Oh, I've moved it now. So if I put the big lug to the bottom, put it on. So we have a big lug and a small lug. The big lug currently was sitting on the bottom, the small one sitting on the top. Oh, come on. Yeah, the big one sitting on the bottom, or the bottom is towards me and the top is towards you. And that looks like that would go in there quite nicely. And then that would work quite well. If I do it the other way, it's more likely to get jammed up. So you gotta keep it to the big part to the bottom. So the big part there is towards me. So some of you probably won't be able to see it properly. The big part, big lug is obviously towards me, and the small part is towards you. So let's try and get that in the camera. There you go. Big lug, small lug. Yeah. Now let's go ahead and grab that spring, which is sitting there. Come on, get you on nicely. There you go. So you can see the spring is on there nicely, and this is where a lot of people go wrong with it. Get it in place, and then all you do, move the spring over to one side, so you can get the plunger in. Right. Move the plunger over, so you're compressing the spring. It's got a little lip on it. You're compressing the spring, and now you've got easy access to push it in. So you put the big lug in first, which is towards the bottom. I'm going to test it. Come on, don't turn about. You keep turning on me. And then drop it in on the top. I don't want it to ping on me. Come on. Just trying to give me resistance. Come on, in you go. I might have to adjust the light setting. Right. How does it keep twisting on me? Right, there we go. Oh, big part in. Right, so the big part is just locked in. Right, let's give that a little twist. There we go. Oh, make my head worse. And then just push the top in nicely. And that seems to be definitely the wrong way round, so let's quickly whip that out. Gently prise it from the top down. So now we know the big part has to go towards the top. So push it back in the top and push it into the bottom. If it wants to go, it should go in. No, right, okay. We'll grab our trusty flat, wherever that's gone. Phillips. Oh, we've misplaced our flat. Flat one gone. There it is under the meter. So gently press down on the small part of the bottom. So small part to the bottom, big part to the top. There we go. And you can play around as much as you want, and that it will keep springing back out. So as you can see, big part has gone into the top, small part has gone into the bottom, and it will keep pinning back. That's where a lot of people have gone wrong. They just put it in upside down, forget about it, don't even bother testing, and when they put it together they then wonder why it's not working. Right, so let's give that a little adjustment again, because it's sort of right in my eyes. Right, so we've got the glass, we've got the door parts. Now we want to do the hinges. Personally I would have had the hinges on before the bar, but no. Right, so let's have a quick look here. They seems to be in okay. Right, so someone was saying that these going one way, but yeah, it looks like the pins might fall out on this. So let's have a look at the other ones. I think they'll probably be the same. I think they're going to be the same. Grab these spare hinges. I almost gave these away, sort of thing, for just the cover of postage, because someone had their ones broken. But lucky enough, if I remember rightly, they are a subscriber like me, but they have it delivered to the door, and yeah, that's quite tight. Little play. That seems. I'm just going to stick with the ones that comes with the door for now, and we'll work it on from there. Alright, so here we go. So that goes in there. Let's put the window out a minute. So that will go in there. So like an L-shaped bracket goes in there, so it comes out nice and flush this side. That's actually bent up a little bit. Might have to straighten that out, unless it's part where it moulds around the bodywork. Right, so let's grab this odd one. Thank you. I think that's the flat. We'll go ahead and grab the positive Phillips. Come on. So you go in there like that. You can go in there like that. Oh, doesn't quite fit. Let's give that a little working. Right, now go ahead, get that in place. We've got to work it back and forth, nice and gently, making sure the hinge doesn't really move out of place. Reasonably tight. Oh no, it's still quite loose. That's better, nice and tighter. Right, now gently place it back down and get the next one. And yeah, that hinge, that one feels a bit grindy. Don't know if it's like rubbing on a bit of dirt or something that's hiding under the paint. It feels like, you know, the lighters, the grown-ups know about them. Right, so let's go ahead and grab another screw. We go for a DDO2, because they're both DDO2s, aren't they? Yeah, so DD must be die cast screws, and DP must be die cast to die cast. But then it doesn't really make sense for DP, because P means plastic, D means die cast. So if they say, oh, die cast, yeah, I can understand that, but then you've got it going through plastic into die cast. But if it's just going into plastic to plastic, then yeah. So the second D must be die cast, and obviously the P is plastic. It's got to be. But obviously, when we was reading them books, it was giving us a completely different code to what we had in packets. Because I actually phoned up on just after doing the first lot of issues, and I queried it. Oh, try and nip that up, and it just keeps going loose. Okay, that's nipped up. I think the door hole was too big. I think I might have to get a new door. Let's take the screw out a minute. Let's see, the screw's stripped, or the hole's too big. A bit of both. Let's have a look at the screw. Looks like a bit of both, because that's stripped. That doesn't look like it's got any threads on it at all. Okay, well, we'll see how it goes. I might have to contact them and see if I can get a replacement door. Unless there's someone out there that's willing to share a door with me. Yeah, it's not biting at all. It's got a little bit of bite, but not as good. It's quite loose as well. Alright, let's grab a second screw and we'll put that through. We'll try this on another one. It looks like it's all stripped. Right, let's go for one more screw. We've got some spare ones anyway, so should be all good. Right, out it comes, thank you. Right, let's get you on there. That looks alright. And threads. Right, let's go ahead and get that in. That feels like it's biting more. So it could be that screw that's gone. There we go, that's biting like the other one did. There we go, that's all nipped up. That's better. So yeah, it must be the screw that's stripped. Obviously we've got spare screws. That's right. It looks like the centre's, there's no thread at all in the centre, so it's either been stripped or it's been badly made. So I can't see much on there at all. When you run your nail down it, you can't even really feel anything. Right, okay, we'll try that in another hole. If not, that screw can go in the bin and we'll carry on from there. So let's see. That's one door. And now we've got to put the glass in. What's happened here then? Right, so we'll put the glass in again. Make sure it looks nice and lovely. And then we'll get the door panel. Get the door panel on. Here it is. So we've got curbside, we've got two holes here. For curbside mirror. How are you going to get screw, push it down to get the screws in, unless it just locator and the screw hole. Right, so that's on there nicely like that. That's there, that's there, so we've got access to them. And we have 1, 2, 3 screw locations. So we have, we'll try the screw that didn't bite. There it goes, bite in there. There it goes, it's in there. Probably just didn't like it. Right, I'm going to get 2 more. 1, 2, and then we'll leave 2 behind. Come on, out you come. Here we go. I only need one of these. There we go. Got you. And then we'll put you in that one. That front one there. Come on. There we go. So it doesn't bite, but it bit and threaded up nicely. Right, now let's go for the last one, and then we can do, we'll do the, what we'll do is a end break, and then we wrap up. Right. Oh, I didn't realise what time was. Right. There we go. Little flex, but not as bad as we've had before. So that is a 1 door now done. So the best that we can with the issues that we have. Even though we could move on with the last 2, but we won't. Place them there. It's empty packet, that'll go in bin. Like I said, I'll keep hold of that because them ones look like they're going to come in handy. And we'll put that over there. Let's get these screwdrivers away quickly, and then we'll move on to the book. So you go in there, you go there, and you go there. Right, so there's that. So let's see, we have the issue 20 book. It shows some sort of, is that a handle? No, it's definitely a curbside mirror, shows it in there, but we don't have it, so try to go somewhere else. But then again, the hinges itself are silver, but they're green. So, I don't know. That's going to be interesting, putting the wipers on. So we're missing wipers. Maybe that come when we fit that part together. So let's see the index. So we've already mentioned parts. Yeah, spring goes on plunger, goes on. Probably that tells you which way around it goes. Yeah, it looks like big lug goes to the top, small one goes to the bottom. They use tweezers to put it in, we also use our fingers. Yeah, all that's done. Yeah, so what's this? Musical connections. Okay, I don't recognise them upside down. Right. Don't recognise any of that upside down, so it's alright. Let's see. Oh, Noel's Edmonds. Yeah. DJ Noel Edmonds. I didn't realise he was a DJ. I thought he was a TV host. Alright. The M4 motorway. So obviously a bit of details about that. I can't believe my issues already creased. Came like it. And then obviously 21 is all the door card trims, handle, wipers, blower bits, screws and the kick plate. And all that will go in there. or 21, and then 22. I remember was what it looks like as part of the engine. But yeah, we'll just quick grab this folder, bring it in, and we'll start wrapping things up. Yeah, I still have my cracking headache. I should have hopefully have it shifted before I start streaming again. And like always, these videos do come out at the weekend. I don't think I'm going to release it this weekend. I think I'm going to release it next. I will be helping Wabbit, hopefully with her doll's house. I am still waiting for the Titan to come through. I think it's going to come tomorrow. Because I've already had the notification come up. It's been 28 days. But obviously going to give it another day. We should be getting another binder soon. It looks like we're getting quite full. Alright. Cool, that is getting quite heavy. And there we go, so yes. So this stream we've done more to the cab itself. We've got things working, testing right, and we have the additional door, which would sit somewhere around there. Obviously this is just the inner trims. I reckon we're going to have a skin to go around it. They'll probably be in bigger boxes. So yes, it's coming along quite nicely. So there's the door for a location. Alright, let's bring the other parts back. Oh, on my router. So we have 2 doors now. So we can start getting things lined up, and I'll sit that in there just like that. I will probably have to get my little makeup brush out and give it a little dust down. It does seem a bit dusty, and we'll go from there. That's got to also be packed up and taken to my father's so he can see it all, because he would like to see it. And there we go. So let's go. Be right back. This will definitely be the last 60-second ad break for this evening, and then we'll start wrapping things up. So 3, 2, 1, ad break for help. Right, now that's going. We have a lot of stuff done. We are definitely taking shape. We've got some spare parts which we'll keep to one side. I may actually reach out to the community and see if people got spare parts that they don't wish to have anymore. They're more than happy to send to me, and I'll try and build another one. Might even customise it. Yeah, might even customise it, and we'll see how things go. But obviously I will probably wait a few more issues before reaching out to the community. If anyone has spare parts, if you are one of them people that are watching me and you are in the community of the Facebook ones, then yeah, look out for my posts or contact me directly on Facebook. If you've got spare parts and you don't wish to have them, you're more than welcome to send them my way. I'll give you the care of address which you can send everything to, and that will get reached to me 48 hours after they've received. So there we go. So welcome back from the ad break. Obviously it's great seeing you all again. I'm going there. There we go. Alright, so let's now flip that over to ending. Why is that keep stopping? Let's, here we go, loop it again. Alright, here we go. So that should be working. Alright, so yeah, there's the build. We should be getting closer and closer. And we've already done now 20 issues. Plan is to get to 40 issues mark, and we'll start bringing other content creators and builders on to have a chat about their builds, what issues they've had, any problems, things like that. Now it's giving me a chance to catch up on other people, get up to issue 20, and then obviously leaving them thumbs ups on their videos, because obviously it's all good content. If I do spot a mistake, I'll let them know on that video, and then obviously I'll watch the next one and next one up until my issue that I've got to. I have pointed out to a couple of people that they've had a few problems, either fit incorrectly or backwards or anything like that. I've let them know, they've acknowledged it, and yeah, I think one has said about they were contacted about it, which is great, thank you, and all that. But yes, everyone that I do watch that are content creators and building this, their links are in the description of the YouTube video, so if you haven't yet, come join us on all our social media accounts, and they should be popping up any second now. Go on, there we go. So we do have a Discord, we have my Facebook, obviously let us know. There's the Fiverr store, there's the Instagram, our Twitch, so yes, hit us up on Twitch, be one of our followers, be part of the 200 crew. Once we hit 200, we'll spin the wheel and we'll give out some goodies. We also have our Twitter account where we do give shout outs for. We have our main YouTube channel, and we also have our YouTube adult account, which is the after hours, where this will be placed up on. So there's our social media accounts, don't forget to do them. If you are watching this on YouTube and you didn't see the links properly, don't worry, look in the description, you'll find all my links there, and links to everyone else that's doing the build. If you like, just pop along, give them a thumbs up on the videos, give them a nice comment, say to them where you've come from, just let them know you're part of the spoon crew, or the cutlery tray, or member of spoons, and then they can obviously give you a shout out on their videos when they pick it up, or whatever they wish to do. If you spot me do anything wrong, please let me know, and I will correct on a stream, like where we had a missing part, obviously I corrected on this stream. So yeah, if you do think I've done anything wrong or anything like that, please let me know. I'm not 100% perfect at anything, even though I think I am. I am not 100% perfect. No one is 100% perfect at all, including the people that actually build or make these for a living. Even the ones that have created this one, they might have put things wrong, might have put wrong type of screw in packs. They certainly got the information wrong in the books, but that's he or they. But we'll get things sorted out like that. So we'll see how things go. I might study this video a little more in depth, see where things are running. Otherwise that is it. So yes, don't forget, if you haven't yet, head over to the After Hours channel. If you're watching this on Twitch, find us on YouTube, go to the After Hours channel, you'll find the Eddie Stobart build complete there. You will also find the Titanic being built, and the Disney Dolls house. We are helping a Wabbit doing that. Link, like I said, links are in the description. It's all there on the channels. Go ahead and do it all. Don't forget, if you think I've been a spoon, leave a thumbs up, and yeah, don't forget to obviously hit the follow buttons, the subscribe buttons, all the free of charge ones, and everything else. It's all great, and the bots would have said a few things while we were chatting away, so I think it's something to do with Amazon. You can leave it with us, it's great. We'll look after it and put it towards some a nicer work, and obviously it's part of the sponsorship, so you'll be sponsoring the channel. So other than that, thank you very much for coming along. It has been great getting out, trying to do the streams again, even though I'm dealing with this cracking headache, wearing sunglasses, and I'm going to turn this light off now. There we go, that's better. The main monitor I'm going to turn down in a minute. The other 3 monitors have been turned down already. So yeah, like I said before, thank you very much for coming along. It has been great, and I'll see you on the next stream. Bye for now.